is going on?
What's up? We're back in my home for another episode of SamandMatty.com. Here we are. Just another day.
Just another day, just another dollar.
I got to tell you, folks, I'm really hungry right now.
Me too.
And we don't have any kind of cool little snack.
We've been
available.
avoiding grocery shopping because grocery shopping is my least favorite thing to do.
Aside from maybe cooking, I'm adjusting this angle a little.
Okay.
Oh, I'm off. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Aside from maybe cooking, no, groceries are worse than cooking.
Yeah, because cooking you get to stay home. You don't see anyone.
I think maybe unless you're really hitting with what you've made for dinner, the payoff of groceries is better. Maybe, but it feels really good once it's done. You come home and you have all this shit, especially if you get a little treat. Like when I got a box I became addicted to the banana peanut butter Cliff Bars. I bought a whole box of them, which I don't normally do, but I was like, I need to run through this, get this out of my system. Hopefully I'll be tired of it and I won't be thinking about it relentlessly. It didn't work. I ate them so fast. Yeah, you ate 2 a day. Easily was eating 2 a day. I was like a hiker. I was eating like a damn adventurer. If I felt the slightest inkling that I needed a snack, I was like, Cliff Bar. There's a Cliff Bar in there for me, waiting. But when you do something like that, or if I get a little vegan ice cream, or what else? Chips don't really speak to me in that way. Chips, I feel are kind of just a given. We should just have them.
Do you want to come up?
Come up.
Yeah, chips should always be in the pantry at all times. And I think that's what's kind of making me feel messed up today is that there are no chips in the pantry. And I'm like, what's the point of being here then?
There are chips in the pantry. We just have 2 million bags with 13 crumbs at the bottom.
We do this. We eat chips and we will just leave this much at the bottom of the bag.
Hit me up if you have a solution to that.
And then I don't want to eat this though. I can't.
No, that's not the solution. When I say hit me up if you have a solution to that, it's not to eat them.
You're showing everyone your beautiful butthole.
Because I can't. When there's just a few left, or if the crumbs are too small, don't want it. But I'm getting off track here. If you go to the grocery store, you get all the shit that you need to get, and you get yourself a little treat. Yeah. That hits.
But in this economy,
doesn't stop me. I saw a thing the other day that was if you spend just, I think it was kind of a high number, I thought, but it was $27 a day or something like that. That adds up to an extra $10,000 a year. And they're implying that I don't know, you don't go get your little snacks or whatever. Listen, I don't care.
No, life is about little snacks.
What I think what people overestimate is what the power of $10,000 is. I don't mean to sound I'm sure there's definitely times in my life right now, if I was it would be really great to have an extra $10,000, make a big difference to me. But $10,000, it doesn't do that much for you. It goes away really, really fast.
I also just feel I would much rather spend my money, and maybe this sounds crazy, but I would much rather spend my money on something I can eat.
All I'm saying that's the point, I think.
Yeah.
Is that I'm not going to get rich on $10,000.
Yeah.
$10,000 isn't going to materially change my way of life. I'm poor now. I'm going to be poor with an extra $10K. I'll buy some dumb stuff with it. Yeah. That's for certain. I'm not going to invest it. That's not doesn't feel enough to invest to make a difference. Is it? Maybe. I don't know. Doesn't make a difference to me. Never going to find out. Probably going to die poor unless things really change for me. And that's fine because I'm enjoying the thrill of getting the little things I want to get. Oh my God, it's so bomb to just spend $27 a day.
I just going somewhere and dropping $12. Dropping $12, $12
I'm an adult. At a clip. Amazing.
Ooh, I just spent $12 whole dollars. The cat is really showing off.
Yeah.
Because he never really
But you made him feel insecure about it.
Sorry.
I don't think the cats like when I wear shorts very much.
Yeah, because then they can't snuggle in.
Yeah.
Come back to me.
There you go. The cats have lived with us for like, what is it, going on
Nearly
2 years
2
now?
years, yeah.
In July, it'll be 2 years. And in the past like 2 months, they were like, oh, I like you guys.
Yeah.
Something shifted,
happened.
particularly with this guy, where he was like, oh, you're my friend, and I like you.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for it. I'm not going to question it.
Before that, they just kind of thought we were big, giant can openers.
Oh, my God. Look at him.
Snallion.
Look at him. He's being a little freak. I just saw a notification about the audio. Oh, no. It's all good. We're good. We're chilling.
Hell yeah. Wow, this is so cute. Beautiful. I'm happy that this is going to be documented forever.
Yeah. Now nobody can deny it.
It's true. And it makes me seem like a Disney princess.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, my cat, he loves to sit on my lap.
Yeah. There is having a cat, like a person that you know their cat loves them, that really speaks to their vibe,
their quality,
and their character.
Yeah, their character.
And their quality as a person, for sure. I know lots of people with cats, but do you know a lot of people with a cat
who's obsessed with
you?
Think about that.
Do you? And when I know people who are like, oh, my cat's so bad.
Really makes you think. What did you do to that cat?
What are you doing?
Because I do nothing to this guy, and he absolutely loves me.
You seeing this? This guy came from a broken home, and now he's gotten over his inherited trauma and loves to be loved. So what's your problem?
We should all be more like cats.
So what's your fucking problem? Not what's your problem for not getting over your trauma. What's your problem for not having a cat that loves you?
Yeah.
Because
get over it.
We have a cat that loves us. So, you have anything to say about that? All I can focus on is how Q-tip-like my head is right now.
Mm-hmm. It looks cool.
I need to get a haircut.
I like your bangs.
I do have micro bangs. It's like I'm in Waxahachie.
Mm-hmm.
I have two 2010s indie bangs.
Yes, and I think that's due for a comeback. So.
Oh, that's
coming
back.
Get your scissors out,
for sure,
ladies and gentlemen.
Right now we're doing. Is indie sleaze still a thing, or is that washed already? I think
it's washed already.
Okay, so we're moving on.
It's hard to keep up with what's in, what's out.
To bangs, and then a couple years you're gonna get bangs that go too far.
Oh yeah.
All the way around, and I like that. That's cool.
But you know what you don't really see anymore is dip dyed hair.
What's that?
It's like just like pink, like right only on the bottoms.
Not ombre. That's something different.
Dip dye is like very like it's not like a gradient.
I don't think I have ever seen that.
Oh really?
I
feel
don't
like
think
it's like
so.
big at like Coachella and stuff.
Oh, that's not my vibe.
Yeah.
That's not my vibe. Look at this.
Look at this cute little guy. Say something.
He's not really that talkative anytime. He's not really that talkative at any time except like first thing.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, it's doing the thing again that I always think I'm going to fix, but I don't know how. And then as soon as we're done doing this, I forget all about it and don't think about it until it's happening again. Oh, no.
It's just hard to know what it even is.
It's hard to know.
It's just hard to know.
Oh, fuck. Here we go again.
I think it's a ghost.
It could be a ghost. It doesn't like my vibe. It doesn't like what I'm putting across. Stop!
Oh my God.
Thank you. We're going on tour.
We're going on tour.
Very soon.
We leave.
This is going to come out on...
After though, right?
What?
Is this coming out after we're on tour?
No. The day that you were listening to this, we're doing this live, by the way. Today is Monday the 26th of February. And we are actually in the studio right now, also recording new music.
Little did you know.
Alex Gamble.
Alex Gamble, the king of the frickin' court.
Yeah.
If the studio was like a basketball court.
And if you know me, you probably know who the jester of the court is.
Me.
When it comes to guys like Alex Gamble.
Oh.
So we're recording 2 new songs, and then we're going on tour. And I am excited about it. I was feeling really anxious about it for weeks prior to this.
It always happens, like when something is looming.
It just doesn't feel real until days before or even maybe after it's begun.
Yeah.
So
once you get in the swing of it, I also like don't really love the first show because I feel like the first show is kind of like dusting off the dust, and I always feel like we're not quite locked in.
Show 1, I'm never worried about like how we're gonna perform, but all of the work feels extra hard on day 1 because I'm not in the routine yet.
Yeah.
Like when you're there, like setting up merch and like folding the shirts
and
and
you're
stuff.
like,
I'm like,
I have to do this today.
I just want to go sit in a different place.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sit and be still somewhere else. But first show's in Nashville. We're going to see all kinds of people we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet my
Haley
favorite
Williams
baby.
is going to come to the show and let us see the Grammy they won. And we're actually staying at her house after.
Because she's obsessed with us.
Yep. Gonna see a baby that I haven't met yet. That's not a baby anymore. Might see the Parthenon. Probably not. If you have vegan food recommendations in Nashville, hit me up because last time it was lacking. I don't even
remember what we ate last time.
I remember going to a grocery store.
A dollar store.
And I remember going to a restaurant where there were some vegan options, but
oh yeah, we went to like a nice restaurant.
It was a little too nice.
Yeah, and I got potatoes, I think.
But the coffee was good, maybe?
The coffee was good. Lots of bachelorette parties in Nashville.
They do that there, for sure. So if you have good vegan food recommendations in Nashville, hit me up. I need that. I need a little donut. What this face you're making? I need a little donut. I need good coffee. No bad coffee.
That's pretty much all you need.
No dark roasts. No dark roasts. I want it to look very minimalist, even though that is not my way of life. I think that's what a coffee shop should look like.
Like minimalist sleek?
Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe even like deconstructed kind of, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like it looks unfinished.
Totally. Like you can see
you can see the pipes.
Yeah, all the pipes and the cobwebs.
But not in a steampunk kind of way.
That's
no clocks.
I don't like that aesthetic much.
I despise a steampunk aesthetic. Yeah. That's one of the worst vibes. But
do you think steampunks think they're just the coolest?
Do you think they hate me?
Do you think they think they're just the coolest out there? Their little goggles on their head and their top hats.
I think they're definitely committing to something. I forgot to tell you this, when we were at a rest stop the other day, it was me and like a bunch of young dudes in like, you know, like Nike tech wear and stuff, like normal stuff.
Yeah.
And then a dude in like molester glasses. He had a long duster on and cowboy boots with a steel tip. You know what I mean? And I was like, this guy looks insane, but it is a vibe.
Where was I?
Not in the men's washroom.
Oh, I see.
He was at the urinal. He had his pecker out. I could see it.
Could you actually?
And I could smell it. No. No, I could not. But I did pee right next to him. Right.
Do you ever talk to people at the urinal?
My friends.
But like, if you don't know someone, you're like, "What's up, brother?"
No, absolutely. I don't want to talk to strangers in like normal situations.
I don't want to make this too much like bathroomy, but like,
okay.
I really wish there was like a silent policy in the bathroom.
Like talking
or noises. I understand butt noises. You can't
control
that. But like when people sit down and they're like, like I don't.
You can't. I
hate that. Like
you can't do that.
Zip it, please. Or I wish that they played music really loud. Very loudly.
That would be ideal.
Yeah,
I think pony music.
Even if it was just like a soundscape.
And we get $1 per play.
If it was just a soundscape, so
of
I didn't
pony
hear
songs.
Like, like how hard is your life that this is what you have to do? I mean, it's probably pretty hard. Let's be honest, but I don't want to hear it.
I didn't know that women did that, because men do it because they're like in bad shape and have huge prostates and stuff, I think. So it's hard to piss.
I think that's just an everybody thing.
Maybe I misunderstood.
I think that like just sitting down, like a lot of people don't take a moment to.
They're not sitting down.
When guys do that?
No, yeah.
They're like, oh, they're standing and they're like,
They're standing like too wide-footed, leaning back, head tilted back a little.
You see that?
What do you mean? Like, it would be more unusual to not see that.
That's
in like
so weird.
In like a crowded public bathroom. And so my bit when Pony is on tour is that when we go to those places with Dan and Christian, I do it.
That's cool.
And we all try to hold in laughter.
The cat, I think, thinks he's like sunbathing right now.
Yeah, he really is.
It's so cute. I can barely even handle it.
But the guy in the duster reminded me of... Look at his paws. You can't really see it on camera, but they're crossed. It's
oh my
so
God,
cute.
so cute.
He reminded me of the guy from Catfish, the long haul driver who got catfished.
Oh.
He kind of had like... I wouldn't say he had that vibe. He had a vibe that he could kill, probably.
Oh, I see.
But I think he was probably a long haul trucker, I guess is what I'm saying. I can't imagine him driving any other car.
Right.
Other than
an
18-wheeler.
Right.
A transport.
Yeah. We watched a lot of Catfish.
Oh, my God.
I think we maybe watched 80 episodes of Catfish in the past couple months.
We watched the most recent season of Catfish, which somehow is 93 episodes.
It must be several seasons.
No, Sam.
But it spans several years, does it not?
Maybe there was a period of time that they weren't showing it, but I looked on Wikipedia and it was like this season 40, this one 40. Like 40, I think was the standard until this current season where they did 93.
I wonder if that's just because they were doing the episodes, a lot of them remotely. Like maybe they could bang out a couple episodes a day because they didn't have to go anywhere.
Probably. I gotta say, my review of the current Catfish season, the most recent Catfish season, Neve, if you're listening,
which you are,
which I know
which
you
we
are,
know you are,
I fucking know you are.
We know you are, Neve.
If the catfish turns out to be the person,
don't do that episode.
Wrap it up.
Don't do that
dump
episode.
it.
It's
throw
a waste
that
of
footage away.
Everyone's time. I want it to be a liar. I want it to be a big, elaborate, giant lie.
The show is called Catfish. It's not called Meet the Person Who They Are.
Yeah.
Don't show me.
That should be a different show.
That's a different show, man.
That should be a different show because that's not what I signed up for when I started watching the episode.
No, I want to see some twisted weirdos.
Yeah, I want to see a sick lie like it was my cousin the whole time for 18 years.
Yep. So, Neve, if you're listening, scrap those episodes.
We hate watching them. We're huge fans of the show.
Pisses me off. I thought I was out on Neve for a while, but I don't know. He dragged me back in this season. Wears a lot of jewelry now.
Yeah, he has a crazy
He
like
was really
gold ring
experimenting
vibe.
with his swag.
Yeah. He had
in a way I've never
seen.
Didn't he have
a mustache as well? He tried a little mustache or a goatee or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Something messed up.
He experimented. They've done like 34 seasons where he just wore like a t-shirt that's too short and skinny jeans the whole time. And then suddenly he was like, I'm going to wear rings now and I'm going to have my shirt half unbuttoned.
Yeah.
Like shaved his head midway through the season.
Hair,
so much chest hair. Really experimenting with swag. And while he wasn't always hitting, I respect it. I respect the wish to experiment.
I honestly love to see a man experimenting with their style, even if it's a hit or a miss, because I feel like most men...
They pick it and that's it forever.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm always going to wear it. We've talked about
this a million times.
But like, if you're a guy out there and you're like, thinking, I want to experiment with my style, just do it. Just go. Do something fun. Do something fabulous. Do something for you. Don't be afraid that people are going to say you're gay. Don't be afraid of that.
They're going to say you're gay.
And if they do, that's a compliment.
That's absolutely a compliment.
They look amazing.
Nobody's like... Straight people aren't renowned for their style.
There isn't a show called Straight Eye for the straight guy.
Straight Eye for the gay guy.
It's Queer Eye for a reason. Their eyes are better.
Straight Eye for the gay guy is definitely like something that's been pitched in like a Fox Media
And they're like, what about this?
conference room.
What about this?
What if we do a show where we turn gay people straight?
With religion and fear. And they're like, absolutely.
Incredible. It's good if they think you're gay.
It's great.
You should look a little gay at all times.
You should look a little gay and a little slutty at all times. Which I'm trying to look a little sluttier, but I did post a photo on Instagram like last week I guess it'll be a couple weeks ago of my cleavage. And which I thought was cool. I thought it was a slay. I thought that it was a good idea for me to do that. And then it did backfired. It did invite weird energy into my life.
Yep, absolutely it did.
So, what can you do?
It can invite weird energy into your life, but it's like
maybe you just own it. Is this still recording?
Yeah, the audio is not, the separate audio is not going to be there. But
okay. we do what
we're
we
doing
must.
This for the video now.
Yeah,
you want the audio?
Podcasts used to be listening only. Now podcasts are video only. People don't care about the audio.
I was really resistant to the video podcast for a long time, and now it's almost exclusively what I do.
You consume video podcasts,
all
video
the time.
I haven't gotten into it.
The only ones that I don't really are Yeah Dude.
Mm-hmm. Do they do video?
They do video, yes. Okay. But I've just listened to that one for so long, only audio, that it feels a little weird. Strange to do the video. And I listened to the Locked On Pistons podcast. And I listened to that one on my lunch break at work.
Cute.
He also does video, I think.
I
think he actually does it live, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. But
so do we.
Because I'm doing it at my lunch break at work, it feels weird to
watch something.
Yeah. I'm not like a 10-year-old little Gen Z kid.
Yeah, I always feel weird even when I bring my computer to work, and even when there's nothing to do, I always feel weird about watching something at work.
I've been watching basketball at work.
That's
going
different.
nuts.
That's like culturally relevant.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's
but if
live.
I was like watching, see?
Yep. The guy in the computer agrees.
He thinks you should be watching more
He loves basketball. More stuff at work?
At work. I don't really watch podcasts, but I do want to show you actually a thing, because one of my favorite podcasts, it is video.
Okay.
It's called Girls Bathroom.
Okay.
And I don't watch the video component to it because I just haven't really gotten into it. But Lily, my best friend, sent me a video of what they dressed up as on Valentine's Day. So I guess they dress up sometimes.
So do I.
And I'm trying to find what they looked like on Valentine's Day because it was absolutely unhinged. They dress up as like cherubs.
What? Are they wearing bald caps?
I think they're wearing bald caps and prosthetic cheeks.
What the hell? Are cherubs bald? I don't picture cherubs bald, if I'm honest.
I think they can be.
I picture cherubs with like curly hair.
Yeah, most of the time I think of a cherub.
What's this one all about?
They have like a
he's
beautiful
got hair.
head
He's
of
got
hair.
a side part.
But they're also English. So maybe things are different there.
They have bald
cherubs.
You listen to an English podcast?
Yeah, they're so
what
they're so funny. They're just two
hell?
best friends. I just love two best friends who's just talking shit. You know, it just gives me life. You do that. Yeah, dude.
They're not British.
Yep, they're two best friends.
I don't know that I would listen to an English podcast.
That's crazy. They're just funny. And the accents are really posh. And sometimes they do American accents because they read.
Cool. I like when they do that.
They read like.
I like when British people do that.
It's an advice podcast as well, so they'll read like people's emails, and if they know the person's American, they'll read it in an American accent, and it's so funny. Anyway,
that's
my podcast plug.
I'm just kind of having a realization right now, and I'm going to keep it $1 with you. You listen to the audio of that podcast all the time. Always picture them black.
What? The girls' bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I would have not guessed.
That there were 2 white girls?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Cool.
My world is shattered.
I always knew what they looked like, so I couldn't.
I see.
Picture
You came
them.
into it knowing what they looked like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh. Very
But it
interesting.
is really trippy when you see someone's face when you've only heard their voice.
Yeah. I was using, what is that app called?
Pornhub?
I was using Pornhub. No, the meditation app I used to use.
BetterHelp?
No.
Better Space?
No.
Headspace.
Headspace. Oh my God. I can't believe you remembered that. Thank you. I was using Headspace for a long time. But I just had my friend had sent me like a bootleg download of
And it was like all files.
all files. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one day I accidentally put on the video and they showed the guy.
Right.
And I straight up could not listen to it anymore.
Yeah. It's weird sometimes when you...
I can't have some guy guiding my meditation that I know what he looks like. I'm picturing him there. It's like the same issue I have with voice acting with celebrities.
Yeah.
I just can't. Like, the Headspace guy, that should be like God.
Totally. It should
That
be so
shouldn't
neutral.
be human.
You shouldn't ever know what that person
You
looks
should
like.
never, ever, 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 ever know what that person looks
It's
like.
almost like it's almost like it encroaches on your personal privacy of your mind.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think it
in a
does.
way?
I think it does.
It's like I wanted that person to look a different way, and now I know what they look
No,
like.
I didn't want them to look like anything.
I know, but
it
like
was like
it's like
prior
changes
to
things.
seeing him, and maybe this sounds crazy. Prior to seeing him, his voice was me.
Totally.
It wasn't me, but it was within me.
It was an extension of you.
It was an extension of me.
Yeah.
And then it was some guy.
Just like a guy who does this
let's
for his
see.
job.
I'll show you what he looks like too.
Okay.
Because I feel like I actually don't know if there's any way he could have looked that I would have felt positive about.
Yeah, I think like
Maybe if it was you.
I find voice acting, like seeing the voice actors is so strange because they always look like so normal. They don't look like regular celebrities. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Nancy Cartwright. She just looks like a lady you would see at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Or a lady who works at the community center. You know? And she was like, "Hi, honey." Oh. Wow.
Sorry, man.
That guy does, his picture looks like he is incredibly enlightened. That is an enlightened man.
Well, I think he's maybe a former monk. Monk turned tech mogul, which that
does not sound good. That does not
You've
sound.
strayed from the path, brother.
Yeah, that's wrong.
And that's why I can't fuck with him, because I saw him and I knew right away that he strayed from the path of the light.
You're going to capitalize on inner peace?
You can't do
You
that.
suck.
You fucking suck,
You
man.
suck. That should be free for everyone.
It was free for me because I stole it, allegedly. But you should have never let me see what you look like. Because then I wouldn't have even thought about this, and I wouldn't have found out that he was a monk
an
turned tech
unsavory character.
mogul. Sad.
Honestly.
Sad stuff. Disgusting.
And now your
Look at you now.
headspace sucks
And look at me now. I have to be on medication
because of that
because
guy.
I saw what that guy looked like. Headspace used to work for me, and then I saw him and I went fucking nuts. I lost my mind and I thought I was gonna die.
Have you
And
tried?
I had
Go ahead.
to go to the doctor and tell him I saw Andy Puddicombe and it fucked me up. I don't have peace of mind anymore because I saw Andy Puddicombe and it ruined my headspace. So can I get on the big pharma pill now, please, Mr. Doctor.
Well,
and he said, yeah, of course you can.
That guy from Headspace is probably investing in big pharma and he knew that was going to happen. He
wanted me to see him. Mm-hmm. He wanted me to see him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that big pharma could get their hooks into me. Get me on 20 milligrams of Paxil every single day of my life.
Yeah.
I actually really like it, though.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's
the least insane I've ever been.
It's good for you.
It's the least insane I've ever been.
I'm thinking about maybe trying it out again.
I think maybe you should.
Yeah.
It's pretty bomb.
It's just hard to every day I'm living. And it's every day I'm living and living and living and
never stops.
And then the next day comes and I don't want to anymore.
I gotta go to the grocery store again.
Over and over.
I wake up and I still know what Andy Putticombe looks like. I'm supposed to live like that? Come on.
It's hard.
It's tough.
It is really tough. If you're struggling out there, I hear you. I hear you. I see you.
If you're struggling out there, use our code, Andy Putticombe, on the Headspace app, and you can also see what he looks like.
If you're struggling out there, this is what you have to tell your doctor to get on those sweet, sweet antidepressants. Take it away, Matty.
He's going to list out 7 things. Like, have you lost your appetite? Do you have bouts of crying? Suicidal ideations, probably. I can't remember, but I had 5 of them.
And you're supposed to say yes to all of these.
Yeah, you got to say yes
to get the pills.
If you want to get... No matter what. Even if you're doing well. You think you're doing well now, but if you got hooked on an SSRI for the rest of your life, think about how well you could be doing.
It could be like a life you didn't even know you needed to know.
So use my code at Big Pharma, Andy Putticombe.
Andy Putticombe will pay for his sins.
Send me $1, and you could be as happy as I am. Think about that. Well, anything else to say, Sam?
I think that the lights have made the cat think that it's like summertime because he's really shedding his winter coat right now. I don't know if that's real, if that's fake, if that's science. I don't know. I don't know if it's nature, and I don't know if it's manufactured by our studio lights here today, but he made a big mess.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.